Okay, we're gonna play a random game here, random civilization, and we're gonna play on continents. Okay, we're Gilgamesh. Okay, we're creative and protective. This is our special unit. We need to have bronze working, and we have to have iron or copper. Our special unit replaces the courthouse, ziggurat, and that requires priesthood. That replaces our courthouse. Okay. One of the first things deciding to build a city, you want to try and find resources, of course. Corn, irrigated corn is the best food tile in the game. Everybody likes to start differently in how they want to progress through the game. We have about 3 different ways we can go about this. We can start building worker and start trying to improve our tiles around our city. We can build a warrior to protect the city or start exploring more. Or we can just start building buildings. I'm going to go with a worker because I'd like to get that food tile going, and I already have a warrior out there. Okay, our first technology. Well, let's look at the big picture. We have the wheel and agriculture. We need agriculture for the corn. What else we have around us? There was some pigs over here. There's gems up there, which this city won't be able to work. So I'm gonna go with animal husbandry to be able to build a pasture on the pigs, and it also reveals horses. We can build chariots with horses, have horse archers, so on and so forth. As you can see, we had a border pop, and what that means is the city size expanded. It expands in three squares in each direction, I guess you would call it. Now, because of that, this is what we call the city cross, and it looks like a cross. This city will be able to work 3 different resources: bananas, corn, and pig. They're all great food sources. And we do have only, it looks to be 3 hills in this city cross. We would rather have like about 4 or 5, but 3 is actually pretty good. I'm going to keep exploring with this warrior, and the city's going to keep building the worker. Okay, we just ran into Catherine. Catherine is going to be, it looks like, to our north. Has a little bit higher score than us, which means her city population is probably already 2. since you can tell she already had her border pop. Okay, we just learned animal husbandry. I like to go with culture a lot, which that will lead us to writing to build libraries, or mysticism to build monuments, and to get our first wonder of Stonehenge, which gives you, I believe, 8 culture per turn. A lot of people like to win by culture, or if you're playing online, a culture victory is almost near impossible. It can be done, but it's not very likely because everybody likes to play on either Pangea maps or Fractal, and everybody just wants to go to war. But for this game, I am going to go with writing to be able to get the library. I like the library. It increases culture, increases your research to get more text. And actually, this spot right here would be a great spot for a second city, as it would be a great commerce city. Having 2 gems, mining, produces a lot of commerce. And in fact, I am going to mark that spot. I'm going to push Alt S. Gives me turns my cursor into this. I can click there, type in whatever I want. I can give myself little reminders around the map. Okay, our capital just built our first worker. And let's see here. I am going to stick with... I'm going to actually probably build a warrior, just in case we have some human barbarians. We definitely don't want to lose our city, obviously, to the barbarians. We lose our only city, we're done. So let's move our guy down there and build a farm for the corn. Okay, we just ran into the Mongolian Empire. They are aggressive and creative. They do like to declare war a lot. And we just learned writing at the same time. Looks like the Mongolians are west of Catherine. With Catherine border popping again, getting the gems is going to be more of a pain than normal, because we will actually be settling right in her face. And for that purpose, I'm going to learn mining, because that's actually going to be my next goal. Will be to get that land up here to secure these gems. Those gems will be actually pretty important for the rest of the game. And to see with corn, as you can see if you hover over the square in the bottom left hand corner, it shows right there. If you hover over it, you get +1 health with a farm on that square, and you get +1 health if your city has a granary. but you only get those perks if you are connecting it with a road. Okay. We are going to research bronze working next, so we can actually chop down trees, chop down forests if we need to. And it also reveals copper on the map. And copper actually leads us to our special unit. We're going to auto road to the pigs so we can connect our city to with the pigs and then build ourselves our pasture. I don't like to wander too far away from my culture area when I'm exploring, only because there may be barbarians in the area and we may need to take care of them, because as you can see, city only has one warrior. In which we just built. And we don't have a barracks yet, so it's not going to be any special unit. It's not going to have any promotions. But with Catherine being so close to these gems, the next thing we're going to decide to do is build a settler. And we are going to, actually, if I notice, just up here, by these horses, which that's going to be another vital area. There's a little tribal village. And we're going to try and get that and get maybe some perks. See if we can get maybe a technology or a worker or even some gold. You do get better results and better gifts from the tribal villages if you use scouts instead of warriors. Sometimes with the warriors, especially on the harder levels, you walk in there with a warrior, they will become hostile and they will unleash three archers, 3 warriors on you. Sometimes even 3 swordsmen or axemen, depending on how far you are in the game. And right here, there's our special unit, the Vulture. Unique unit for our empire. We have a +6 strength with it, which is higher than the axeman. And we need to have copper or iron to have it. And we also get a +25% bonus against melee units. Okay, we're going to want iron working next, I think, because if we come up here, you see we have lots of jungle, and jungle is very unhealthy for your city. It'll create your people not to work. It'll create unhappiness and unhealthiness. This looks like a great spot for another city. This wine right here and gold, wow, is great for more commerce. In fact, I'm going to mark it. City should be right there. It will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 resources inside of this city's cross if I build the city right here. And we are coming up on our 15-minute mark, so I will see you next time.